Alright, well, shit, man. It's been a long day, but I still got 2 hours left in it to fucking grind out some content. So here we go, NBA recaps. Man, it's been a long fucking day. Here's my day before we get into the games. I woke up at like 9. I did some crunches, trying to fix my dad bod here. Took a shower, got ready for the day. We left town around 10. We had a 2-hour drive, but we had to stop at this coffee shop because my sister wanted coffee or something. Sat there for like 20-30 minutes, and then we finally drove to the mall. Did some shopping. We ate Panda Express, which was fucking banger. So that took a couple hours. Then we drove to Frontenac, which is the most bougie mall in St. Louis, if you guys are in that area. And I need to bring my mic closer, but when I'm at home, it's kind of fucked up because nothing ever works there. But we went to Frontenac for a little bit. Then we drove to Edwardsville, where I go to school. Guys can come find me and fuck me up or something. We shopped around. We went to like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, stuff like that. And then I went to meet with my group from like 4 to like 5:45. Then after that, we went to Buffalo Wild Wings because we wanted to get some food. We kind of scrambled around, and I had to like wait for like 20 minutes because my mom like went somewhere else to shop. And then so we drive over to B-Dubs. We're sitting there for like 20 minutes, and this guy said we were only gonna have to wait for 15. We ended up staying there 25. We're like, fuck it, we'll go across the street. We go to Jersey Mike's. We eat. We pick up some food. Hop in the car, drive back, and while I'm driving back, I'm working on my J. Cole video. We get back. My dog greets me. We unpack. We do all that stuff. Me and my dad will watch the final 47 minutes of Season 4 of Stranger Things, which we were on. I jot down a quick little review, and then I complete all my J. Cole stuff. Come down here. I play some Madden for a little bit, and then here we are. So, we got NBA. We got a lot to talk about again. I'm going to be up for a couple of hours. I still need to work on this J. Cole review. I'm barely getting started on the second disc review, which I want to get some decent progress on. So, let's talk about all the games. We're going to be here to talk about them all. Yes, we have the screen pulled up because I'm prepared. But let's get into the games. We're going to start with Houston beating OKC. Now, obviously, OKC didn't have all their guys, but yeah, I'm not going to go through the highlights here because we have 6 games to talk about. I'm going to kind of zoom through some of these, but Terry Eason scored 26. Alperen Şengün got a triple-double. Apparently, he said something weird to a female referee or something. I'm not really sure. Again, the Thunder were shorthanded, but they did lose this game. They lost by 6. Obviously, Terry Eason having one of his best games of the season. Yeah, they get it done. I mean, it's on the road, too. I mean, OKC's becoming more and more a tough environment to play with as this team becomes the dynasty it seems it's going to become. Who would have thought Alex Caruso and KD traded threes? And again, you guys heard my busy fucking day. I wasn't really able to watch any basketball. Alperen Şengün, very good two-way player. Alperen Şengün and one. I don't know who Jay Will is trying to talk to. You fucking suck. Asian Duke Dennis. You're literally getting clowned because you look like an Asian version of Duke Dennis. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, Alperen Şengün cooked this game for sure. I'm not going to go through the highlights. I don't think that's really necessary for time's sake here. But Rockets, just a really, really good game. You get a 20-point game for KD off of 60-40 shooting. You get 22 out of Jabari Smith, 22 and 10, matter of fact. You get 26 points for Terry Eason. Great rebounding, great defensive guy. You get 17, 12, and 11 for Alperen Şengün, who shot 50%, including a made 3. And the guy has developed into a hell of a defensive player as well. He can play the perimeter. He can play the rim. He's ripping the ball. People call him Baby Jokic, and they like to kind of compare him to that type of player, but, dude, I don't know. I think he's kind of outlived that with how he's been playing recently, defensively especially. 16 points for Reed Sheppard. They've been putting him in the starting lineup. I can't remember who got hurt to lead to that. I guess Amin is hurt. Amin, I guess, didn't play, but Reed Sheppard, really good facilitator of the basketball, really good perimeter guy he's been ever since he's been in the league. You look at the Thunder, you get 17 out of Chet Holmgren. 17 and 14, he played really well. He shot 50%, was a solid three-point shooter. Aaron Wiggins dropped 17. Not the greatest interior guy, but he definitely smacked some threes. 23 for Cason Wallace. Cason Wallace was phenomenal, especially on that defensive end. And then you get 21 for Isaiah Joe off the bench. Certainly not the greatest interior guy, but he shot 50% from 3. He's also a very good on-ball defender. And even through the injuries, I think that is really what this team is full of. You have Alex Caruso as well. In games like this is where I think Lou Dort is absolutely fucking worthless, and he's a dirty fucking player. I don't even want to excuse him for how he plays. He's a pussy. I don't like Lou Dort at all, and this game, the way he played, was detrimental. I mean, sure, Isaiah Joe got some minutes, but dude, you just picked up Jared McCain, you have Kenrick Williams, you have Alex Caruso, you have Jay Will. Like, why aren't these guys getting more minutes? You have so many good options off the bench. I don't understand it. We're going to move on to, because the Magic barely take down this lottery team that is the Jazz, but they do it. We'll watch the highlights. The Magic did overcome a 17-point deficit, so that's even worse to hear. They won by 3. Obviously, big-time offensive night for Paolo Banchero. He's kind of starting to play a little better this season. Crazy game. Wendell Carter, obviously a fantastic defensive player. Jalen Suggs was stretched on the floor. Anthony Black, an incredible at-the-rim player, young athletic guy for this team. And then obviously Isaiah Collier kind of in the elevated role with Keontae George being hurt. He's definitely made it tough for some of the teams they've played, but again, they're in the runnings for a lottery. I don't know if they're looking to blow things up with marketing. I'm going to turn this down. You guys don't need to hear this. We can just watch the highlights and then kind of get into discussing things. Yeah, I am fucking tired of shit. Tomorrow, I will probably wake up, do some crunches, kind of chill around, eat some lunch, probably work on a little bit of homework to start the day. Once the Super Bowl's on, I'll probably be locked in, but I'm going to be working on the J. Cole video. Maybe if I have time later in the evening, me and my dad are going to watch Stranger Things. I'll probably record my NFL recap for the Super Bowl tomorrow night. It's a lot of stuff you could take care of, you know. But there's Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson, obviously making his debut with the Jazz, but they're still a lottery team. There's still really no reason for them to try to win. I don't know. Maybe Jaren Jackson's just their next franchise guy. I'd be pretty pissed if I was Jaren Jackson, because you go from a team that's trying to get over the hump to a team that's literally not even trying to win. So, that was tough. Shout out to Ace Bailey. Who remembers his days from fucking Sierra Canyon, huh? Or was that Amari Bailey or Ace? Hello. Mo Wagner being a little pump-up guy for the team. Dude, I kind of want to go to bed at 1:30, but I know I gotta stay up and grind my ass off on this video. I really want to get this J. Cole video out by the end of tomorrow, but I don't know what the fuck. That was insane. You're not gonna get that call. A, you're young. B, you took a shitty shot and tried to get bailed. You're not getting that call. And if they called that, that would have pissed me off as a basketball fan. You know what I mean? Jazz, though, I mean, 27 out of Larry Markkinen, shot 50% from 3, was a hell of a rebounder. You get 22 for Jaren Jackson in his debut. He played really well for a first-time game with this franchise. He shot 40% from 3, was a hell of a defensive guy. 10 points out of Ace Bailey. Definitely didn't shoot the ball the greatest and turn the ball over a lot, but, I mean, he is a rookie. You do have to kind of cut him some slack. 20 points off the end. Dude, great games recently for Isaiah Collier. I know he's not the greatest three-point shooter, but 60% shooting with this 2010 stat line. And he turns the ball over a lot, but on that bench squad, he has the ball in his hands more than anybody. He played the most minutes on this team despite being on the bench, and he's a hell of a defensive guy as well. And I appreciate Nurkic, you know, for being a good interior guy, grabbing rebounds, being an amazing passer, but the offensive game and just the lack of was very critical this game. Again, they played Isaiah Collier, but you're talking about John Konkar's on this team, Bryce Sensabaugh's on this team, Kyle Filipowski, Kevin Love had 13, which I didn't even see, made all of his shots. He was a great rebounder. Another good rebounder in Kyle Filipowski, another efficient guy there. Another good rebounder in John Konkar. It's just, you have a lot of options for when Jusuf Nurkic struggles offensively, and they're just not really utilizing that. The Magic win the game. They have a pretty good performance here with 23 points for Paolo. Certainly a lot of turnovers, but he was the main ball handler of this game. He was rebounding, he was passing, playing stellar defense. You get a 22-point performance for Desmond Bane off of 40% three-point shooting. You get 12 out of Jalen Suggs. He did absolutely fucking everything. He is a glue piece. He is your Marcus Smart / Draymond Green type of player. He can rebound. He can pass. He hustles all over the floor. He plays defense on all 4 levels. 3 levels, sorry. You know, he rips the ball. He dives on loose balls. He plays at the rim. He is phenomenal. 21 points as well for Anthony Black. He's an incredible defender, at least on the perimeter. 13 points off the bench for Mo Wagner. Probably one of the first games I've seen all season where the Magic give him quality minutes. He shot 50-60 splits. He was a great rebounder as well. So, Magic, just a really fun game there. We're going to get into next Charlotte versus the Hawks. Again, like I said, 2 teams kind of fighting to get over the hump, and 2 teams very much still so. 2 teams that kind of struggle in their respective, the Hornets aren't the greatest road team, and the Hawks aren't the greatest home team. So, it's kind of like who is going to win the day. Kind of interesting to find out here, and man, the Hornets win. They have been on an absolute tear. They've looked absolutely phenomenal. Miles Bridges stars. The Hornets beat the Hawks by 7. This is their 9th straight victory. They are 3 games under 500, very much in the runnings for things. And remember, these 2 teams are in the same conference, so they're going to be competing possibly for a play-in spot. Obviously, great offense for both Miles Bridges and Con Knuppel, who's had an amazing rookie campaign. And they just get the victory. I mean, obviously, Dyson Daniels can play tough sometimes. But, Grant Williams has been a glue piece off the bench. And yeah, obviously, Jalen Johnson, the first-time All-Star, he's been incredible this season. But, Miles Bridges being a lob threat and just being available everywhere, I've loved it. Obviously, throughout the season, LaMelo Ball's definitely kind of gotten discouraged of how this team has looked. But after this 9-game win streak and going from being pretty much a team looking to tank to a team like, hey, we're going to get back into this, it's got to be a cool feeling. I really like that for them. Obviously, they deserve it. And also, I just wanted to put this out there as well because I do purely cover NBA content. I don't do college content. I don't think it's really in my repertoire to do so. We'll do some stuff around March Madness. I'll probably do a Twitch stream at some point where I'm not going to make a full-on YouTube video. I'll probably do a Twitch stream where I make my March Madness bracket. No influence of my own college being there this year. And by the way, there's actually some March Madness games being held at Enterprise Center, which is in St. Louis, which is a couple of hours from hometown, 20 to 30 minutes from where I go to school. So it's very possible I'm going to be attending some games during the school year. Miles Bridges is just a fucking phenomenal athlete. I mean, look at that damn guy. You shitting me, man? He's phenomenal. Look at this damn guy. Catching it damn near after it touches the glass and just throwing it down. Look at Trey, man. Rocking the... Oh, shit, I'm tired. Rocking the throw. That looks sick. Wait a second, hold on. I gotta watch that play back. What we got? Yeah, Jalen Johnson's great. Jalen Johnson is a fantastic franchise player for the Hawks, and they're trying to build something here, and that's really fun. This Hawks team, let me tell you, they're going to be a fun team to watch a little bit, see what kind of players can get some development. CJ can be the veteran presence. You have NAW, you have Jalen Johnson, you have Corey Kispert, you have Jonathan Kuminga, you have Dyson Daniels on Onyeka Okongwu. Really fun young squad, and holy shit, Jalen Johnson has developed into one of the better players in the NBA. I'm not going to say top 10, but goddamn. This Hornets team has been firing on all cylinders. I mean, you get a 26-point performance from Miles Bridges, who is rebounding and passing alike. You get 11 and 15 out of Musa Diabate. He's been great. He shot 50%. 16 out of Brandon Miller. He was a really good rebounder. 19 from LaMelo Ball. He's a very good passer. He's a very good defensive man. 23 for Con Knuppel, hustling on the glass. 11 off the bench for Grant Williams. Didn't miss a shot all game. You love to see it. And honestly, in this game, I think the Hawks played really good. Because obviously, they're waiting for Buddy Hield. They picked up Gabe Vincent. They're waiting for Jonathan Kuminga to make his debut. And I mean, you look at it, 16 points for Onyeka Okongwu, really good rebounder, really good at the rim defense. You get 31 for Jalen Johnson. I mean, where can the guy go wrong? He shot 40% from three. He's rebounding. He's passing. He's playing incredible perimeter defense. And you have interior defenders like Zachary Risager. Zachary Risager usually would cost them games like this, but he actually played great. Good at the rim defender. He put up 18 points. He shot 70%, made all 4 of his threes. And man, 13 and 10 for Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and I will admit he definitely struggled shooting the ball tonight, but that's why he was passing it. Dyson Daniels, 11 points. He struggled shooting the ball, but he was hustling all around, getting on loose balls, playing on the perimeter, grabbing rebounds. And you get 12 at the end of the bench for CJ McCollum, who shot 50% from three. I guess you could say Jacques Londale kind of struggled after a strong first game, but I just don't think they give him the ball enough when he comes into the game. So that's kind of that. Maybe try to give a guy like Asa Newell more minutes. That guy's a hell of a defender. He can get out there and play. I don't know. Maybe you do that. I watched him at Georgia in March Madness, speaking of, when I went to Wichita, Kansas to watch my school play. So there you go. Kind of that. A little nitpicky. I think it is what it is. Let's get into Golden State and LA, because again, as always, they try to kind of frame this as like a hyped up matchup between LeBron and Curry. Look at them in their careers. There's really not a whole lot to say here. I'll get into the highlights here in a second, but obviously Jared Vanderbilt has come back and he's made an impact. Jackson Hayes, very much an at-the-rim team when guys like that are on the floor. LeBron's an at-the-rim player, and LeBron can play at all 3 levels of the floor offensively, but man, another good win for the Lakers. Lakers look great. I'm telling you, they are contenders. I don't want to hear narratives. I don't want to hear like, oh, you're overhyping them and all this type of stuff. I don't want to hear any of that, bro. This team is a goddamn contender in the West. The Warriors aren't. I mean, they're still a good team in the West, but they are not contenders. The Lakers, there you go. Again, the Warriors have to weather the storm. They're going to be bringing in Kristaps at any moment. Whenever he gets back from his 40 injuries he has to deal with every season. Tingus disease. I've been scrolling Instagram and I've been seeing these crazy fucking AI videos, dude. I don't even, dude, it's wild.
63% of their field goal attempts have been 3-point shots. Yikes.
That was travel, but he can't just right. Looking for Porzingis, they're sitting next to Al Horford. They're good buds, aren't they? Look at that.
It's so good to see him healthy again.
Big scrappy.
And that's good.
Okay, you can't call a foul. Like,
against the rookie.
Bro, you can't call a foul on this.
It's
Seriously,
so good to see him healthy again. Moody launches, and that's good.
You can't. Like, why are you calling fouls on that? LeBron's new shoes look decent. I've seen a couple guys wear them. Yeah, look at Jared. Such a lengthy guy. Pause. That was so good. My bad. I know I shouldn't use that word on the channel, but it's alright. LeBron.
With the steal, James down the other end.
Pat, you're a pussy. Shut the fuck up. Like, you suck dick, bro. You wear number 61, motherfucker. You're someone's graduating class. The class of 61 looking ass, dude. Shut the fuck up. You're trash. That's shit, bro. I don't want to hear it. AR, bro. Okay, LeBron. Alright, chill out over there. AR, bro.
Lakers after that long road trip.
AR's back. The Lakers are feeling good. Luka is hurt. That's so funny that Drew Timmy on that.
6 games as well will be at home.
I don't even know if the Warriors had Steph this game, did they? I mean, I'm sure they could rest him for like a week or so, but they didn't have Steph. I don't know. I mean, you get 15 for Gui Santos. Definitely struggled from 3, but he shot 50% overall and was a hell of a rebounder. You get 25 out of Moses Moody. Struggled inside, but he's a solid 3-point shooter. He's a fantastic defender as well. Pat Spencer, I shouldn't call him trash. I mean, he put up 14. He shot 50-40. He was a really good rebounder, really good passer. You get 13 off the bench for GP2. He shot 75 and 50 splits. Really good rebounding, hustling, really good defense. Really good rebounding and hustling as well for Brandon Podziemski, who, despite not shooting the greatest, still put up 14 points. DeAnthony Melton, in the place of Steph Curry, certainly struggled. I absolutely adore him as a perimeter defender compared to Steph, but other than that, he doesn't really bring much. And they gave Podziemski some minutes, but we talked about GP2. I think it's time GP2 gets more minutes when you see some struggles there. You look at the Lakers, you get 20 and 10 for LeBron. A lot of turnovers for him and Austin Reeves. But again, I've said this in videos before. This is a very top-heavy team. They choose their ball handlers and give them the ball. And LeBron also really good rebounding. 18 for Rui Hachimura, shot 70-80 splits. That is fantastic. You get a 15-point performance for Marcus Smart, who shot 50% from 3 and is a great defensive piece for this team as a veteran. You get 13 off the bench for Jared Vanderbilt, shooting 67%. Really good rebounding, really good defense, just using his length all over. Pause. 16 for Austin Reeves, he shot 50%, doing a little bit of everything, rebounding, passing, playing really good defense. So there you go. This is a lot to talk about. Fuck, bro. Oh my god, we still have 3 more. What the fuck? We still have 3 more games to talk about, dude. Okay. God, it's a lot of basketball to discuss. Let's get into the Sixers beating the Suns. I would say this is somewhat of an upset, and I would say low-key a game like this can take the Suns out of contention. You have to win big-time games like this, and they just can't. Joel Embiid scored 32. Tyrese Maxey had 29. The Sixers beat the Suns by 6. This is their 6th win in 7 games. Sorry, that was retarded. Why did I do that? But yeah, Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey obviously being the star players for this team. And they get a big-time win against a team I would have called a contender, but I don't know. Not having Devin Booker, I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's not playing at a high level. I don't know. Tyrese Maxey, great 3-level scorer. Obviously, Trenton Watford gave him some minutes here and there. Adem Bona kind of being the backup for Joel Embiid and being very much an at-the-rim guy. It's pretty scary every time you see Joel Embiid fall like that. But, dude, he's looking good. His resurgence, I don't think his resurgence is really getting talked about enough in, like, basketball media. I think that's kind of something we need to discuss, bro. Yeah, James Harden, the trade man, huh?
Even a compulsion to put things right.
Dude, I don't even know if anyone's in Discord right now. This is insane to see.
Oh yeah, I'm pumped.
Please, someone make sense of it.
Girl, I know. I'm obsessed with these stories.
They want fucking
It's the
sure
best of
they
the
just
best
swing
together
around this
with
bitch.
Disney Plus
Sorry.
Hulu.
On this road trip,
Oh shit, James Harden played in Cleveland tonight? That's fucking fire, bro. And Travis Scott came through with the interview. I love it.
That is one of their go-tos. Quentin Grimes. Move in midair by Cuda.
That was
Back
fire.
in the ball game. Backing down Tyrese Maxey.
What a real one. Trav's a real one, bro.
That's an example of it there.
Yeah, his mistake was jumping and then trying to make a pass. That he eventually
What
had
is
to
this
come
guy
down.
smoking? Yeah, dude. Travis Scott's been on some wild and shit recently. We'll get to that game in a second.
Joel M.
I'm so fucking tired.
Grimes on Brooks. Embiid coming over. And Brooks gets a friendly bounce. Going to work on Gillespie. Spinning to his right, fading away. Count it! For the first time, picking up win number 30 on the season. Now 3-1 through the first 4 games of this 5-game road trip with his hard-fought 109-103 victory tonight down here in Phoenix.
Alright, yeah, dude, I'm so out of it right now. I'm sorry. We gotta finish this shit up, and then I'm laying down and editing a video for the rest of the night. I gotta... Shit, bro. So much shit to do. Joel Embiid dropped 33, like I said. Really good rebounding. You get 18 out of Kelly Oubre. He's a great hustle guy, you know, grabbing boards, playing on the perimeter. 29 for Tyrese Maxey. Solid three-point shooter. Really good rebounding. Really good passing. Those 3 guys, man, they did their thing. I don't know. 14 points. 14 and 11. Really good game, actually, for Royce O'Neal, who shot 50%. Was a quality defensive piece. 28 for Dylan Brooks. Didn't really shoot the ball the greatest. I don't know. 11 and 11 for Mark Williams. He was fine. He was a really good defensive guy. 21 points for D-Book. Definitely didn't score at the most efficient level, but he's a very good facilitator for this squad. I don't know. Colin Gillespie sure as shit struggled this game. I like him as a defensive player, as always. But I don't know. Maybe think of giving guys like Jordan Goodwin or a Jalen Green. I guess they're kind of trying to bring Jalen Green back, but try to give those guys some more minutes throughout. I don't know. Let's move on to Memphis and Portland. Portland gets a schmubbu. Grizzlies are officially in the tanking territory. They're not going to be a lottery team, but they are in the tanking territory after what they did at the trade deadline. What are they going to do with, dude, Ja Morant is actually going to have to ride this year out. That is insane. Donovan Clingan, crazy game. 20 points and 19 rebounds. They beat the Grizzlies 2 nights in a row, which is really big because the Blazers, they're a hell of a home team this year, and they're really trying to get over that 500. Yeah, obviously Jeremy Grant and Donovan Clingan, fantastic offensive players tonight for this team. And Donovan Clingan, that man can grab some fucking rebounds. He is one of the best young traditional big men in the league right now, and it's so cool to see that position hasn't been compromised completely. They were down by 11 points at one point in the second half, and they get it. Whatever. We'll get to the highlights here in a second. I mean, Jeremy Grant, just such a great offensive guy. He always has been. And Walter Clayton, kind of a new piece for the Grizzlies. He's coming in, looking to make an impact as a two-way player. I like that. KCP looking to be a two-way player and lead these youngins as a vet, because it really looks like they're, I mean, you have Prosper, you have G.G. Jackson, you have Walter Clayton kind of being the faces of this team right now. Taylor Hendricks as well, you know. Oh, do they play Young Hansen in this game? Hell fucking yeah, bro. All right, let's peep the highlights.
Guess what?
They played Young Hansen in this game.
The greatest stories with Disney Plus and Hulu.
It's kind of funny how his first name is like Chinese and his last name is literally like an American last name.
It's the best of
I guess it
both
could be like
worlds, and
Hansen.
we are just
Like,
getting started. So when you watch, you'll say, "Oh yeah, I'm pumped."
Please, someone make sense of it.
Girl, I know. I'm obsessed with these stories. It's the best of the best together with Disney Plus Hulu.
And last night it was a 20-point margin in favor of Portland. Grizzlies won 119-96 in Memphis back in early December.
Defense, this is what he can get done on the offensive end. You see the spin there. He's able to create
14 here in the second quarter. He was big in the second quarter last night as well, but Portland opened up the big lead. Oh, back
PK
for 5 for 5.
She's getting a lot of heat recently,
From
though.
deep.
Drake may
For a
snub
second
for
consecutive night, no
Bro.
Danny Avdia. They're 3 and 5 when he does not play. Hendricks, little
What is the
hesitation
market
move.
rate, to be honest?
Javon counting back door, and Clayton.
You think about it, partner, before this, the Grizzlies needed to have the 30 assists.
City Sissoko?
Get the finish.
In clutch games, Portland is 15 and 16. Grant for 3. 6-point lead.
Like you said, nice to have.
Another game where there were good stretches, but could not close it out. Grizzlies, the 16th time, they've had a double-digit lead and could not get the win.
Young pup playing war games.
It's just like our new house.
Picture my soul climbing out of infinite hole. Sorry, bro, that J. Cole album's crazy. Grizzlies lose this game, bro. I don't even know what to say. I mean, 11 points out of Kyle Anderson. He's finally starting after cleaning house. I mean, he's a great rebounder. He played really good defense this game. He can play the defense at all 3 levels of the floor, bro. You know, he's playing at the rim. He's playing on the perimeter. I love it. 11 points for G.G. Jackson. Certainly struggled inside, but he shot 50% from 3. Was hustling on the glass, playing really good defense as well. 11 points for KCP. Definitely kind of shot like shit. 13 for Ty Jerome. He kind of shot like shit inside, but at least he shot 40% from 3. You get 25 off the bench for Olivier Maxence Prosper, who was struggling, or who was hustling on the glass. 22 for Javon Small. He was great. He shot 70-50 splits. He was hustling on the glass. Jemai Mashak. I mean, this guy is incredible defensively on the perimeter. You know, the passing lanes, the ability to rip. But other than that, what the fuck? Why is he getting so many minutes? Again, you have Javon Small, Olivier Maxence Prosper. You even have Walter Clayton playing some great ball. You know, passing the ball around, being phenomenal on the perimeter as well. So I don't know. They got some stuff to figure out. They're just gonna have to throw some shit at the wall till it sticks. That's kind of the phase that they're at in their franchise because they have so many young guys to work with. It's gonna be crazy to watch them. You look at the Blazers. You get a 29-point game for Jeremy Grant, who shot 60% from 3 and was hustling on the glass. 20 points for Donovan Clingan. 20 and 19 for Donovan Clingan, let me say. Solid three-point shooting. Really good at the rim player. He can block the shots as well. You get 21 out of Drew Holiday. That's awesome to see. Shot 67% from 3. Shout out to City Sissoko for 10 boards and really good defense as well. 17 off the bench for Caleb Love. He's a very good facilitator. The big point guard on that bench squad. You get 10 for Vit Krejci. Wait, what? Vit Krejci moved teams again? Or maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping. I thought he was on somewhere else before that. He was on the Hawks, then he went to a different team, and then I'm pretty sure he moved again. But he shot 40% from 3. He's a great defensive guy. 10 points out of Blake Wesley. He shot 60-67 splits, which is awesome. Moving into Cleveland and Sacramento. Again, shout out to Travis Scott hyping up the boys. Holy fucking shit. James Harden is a Cavalier, and they are looking to contend for a championship. And why not? In James Harden's first game as a Cav, I mean, you get an easy win against probably the worst team in the NBA in Sacramento. I think they are beyond a lottery. I think this is a surefire number 1 pick right now for the Kings if the odds are in their favor. But James Harden scores 23. It's his Cavaliers debut. Donovan Mitchell obviously led the way with 35, just to kind of show James Harden how it's done. They get a 6-point win there. Yeah, him and Donovan Mitchell. James Harden and Donovan Mitchell. That's going to be a crazy guard duo to watch for the next couple of years probably. Who knows, though? James Harden doesn't know how to stay on a fucking NBA team. Donovan Mitchell down in the clutch hitting free throws, too. Love it, dude. The Kings are so fucking bad. I think they're going to get the number 1 pick. Dylan Cardwell obviously can make it tough as a big man. He's definitely developing. But, dude, Donovan Mitchell... Precious Achiuwa solid. Nick Clifford is solid as a two-way guy, but, bro, Nick Clifford played really good. But, they're fucking terrible. The Sacramento Kings are absolutely fucking terrible. Just give them the number 1 pick right now, bro. Holy shit. They're the first team officially to be like, yeah, you don't even have a chance to have an okay year.
So when you watch, you'll say,
you suck.
I'm pumped.
Beyond
Someone
repair.
make sense of it.
Girl, I know. I'm obsessed with these stories. It's the best of the best together with Disney Plus Hulu.
I need to start watching more basketball.
Here comes Cleveland, trailing by 3. Donovan Mitchell, 20 points, 3 assists. Oh, man, that's just a pretty move right there.
And it's the smile,
Does
it's
it-
the
wait, what?
enjoyment.
The fuck are they showing the highlights so late in the game?
Here comes Cleveland, trailing by 3.
I guess it was a
Donovan
close
Mitchell,
one.
20 points,
Sorry
3
I'm holding my
assists.
mic away
Oh,
from
man,
my
that's
mouth.
just a pretty
That was kind of a
move
problem with
right
my J.
And
Cole
it's the
video,
smile,
so
it's the
that's
enjoyment.
unfortunate.
Like, Doug Christie talks about it all the time. Like, we're playing a child's game. Like, you need to play with joy.
Cardwell is a really good player, bro. Cardwell's got a pretty bright future. Let's be honest. Oh my god, Harden.
Harden, 3-ball pattern. James Harden now with 16. DeMar tonight, 3 of 14. Ellis
Didn't
in
Kyrie now share
transition.
2 teams in common?
Mitchell
It's not funny.
to Harden for the lead.
Harden!
Cavs.
You can't lose
That's
him
some
in
really good
transition.
chemistry already. That's a
12
good
points,
sign.
11
Bro.
boards.
They're already looking decent
Here's
together.
Russ to DeMar for the tie.
This was a good ass game. This would be a crazy
Clifford
fucking game to go to.
going by Harden on the kick out. Westbrook
Oh,
for the lead.
I thought he made that.
Allen corrals the rebound.
It's 2 very competitive games, back-to-back nights.
James Harden, 15 here in the 4th. Clifford, no. That'll do it.
Goddamn, they've literally lost 12
Kings were up for
Doug
the
Christie,
challenge
bro,
tonight.
you need to get fired. I don't know if they're trying to tank, and maybe that's why they wouldn't even think of firing him. But bro, they are fucking trash, dude.
AHS presents the ups and downs.
This is one of the worst teams I've ever fucking seen. I'm not joking. How do you have this roster, dude? Look at them, bro. I think they played good. But what the fuck, dude? 14 out of Maxime Renard. He's a great rebounder, great defender. Russell Westbrook had 7 turnovers. I mean, I guess they put the ball in his hands a lot this game. And I guess he put up 21. He shot 50% from 3. He rebounded. He passed. Dude, I don't know, 13 points for DeMar. I guess he shot 50% from 3, but dude, he was pitiful on the interior. 16 for Daquan Plowden. I guess he was solid inside, but he struggled from 3. So there's just a lot of inconsistencies here. I like Plowden as a rebounder. I don't know, 30 points for Nick Clifford. He's great. He's an amazing defensive guy. Like, if they keep developing him, he might be an all-defensive player. He can play on the perimeter. He can play at the rim. He can dive on loose balls. I don't know, man. Dylan Cardwell, 12 and 11 off the bench. He shot 67%. 18 for Devin Carter. I mean, 40% from 3, but he just could not get the interior shots to fall. Precious Achiuwa definitely could have played better. I mean, I like him defensively, but I don't know what the fuck to do, man. I don't know what they're supposed to do. Insane game for Jared Allen. 29 and 10. Are you shitting me? The efficiency has been off the charts in the last, 10 games for that guy. 23 for James Harden in his first game as a Cleveland Cavalier. He's a great passer. He's going to prove to be that, with Donovan Mitchell being the dominant scorer with 35 points, and that guy was playing his ass off on the defensive end. That was a great two-way game for Donovan Mitchell. You know, getting him passing the lanes, playing at the rim, all that different stuff. 10 points for Jalen Tyson. Love him as a hustle rebounder. 10 off the bench for Thomas Bryant. He shot 60-50 splits, so we'll see where this Cavs team goes. We'll have to preview some games tomorrow. Okay, they're having the games before the Super Bowl. That is a great strategy. They actually make a good fucking decision for once. Okay. I love it. Good on you, NBA. Good on you. New York and Boston, that's going to be an absolute battle at 11:30 on ABC. I'm going to have to watch that while I'm editing shit. Miami should get not a much needed win, but this is going to be a pretty easy win against a lottery squad like Washington. Same with Toronto over Indiana. They should be able to win that game. And honestly, Minnesota is going to kill the Clippers. I know the Clippers are looking to get over some stuff, but Minnesota is just having too good of a year to lose a game like that. Now, they've definitely lost some pretty concerning games recently, but dude, they look solid. That was a lot of games, bro. We only have at most 4 games tomorrow. And if at all possible, I might even do my NBA recap before the Super Bowl. I actually don't know. I'll probably do it in the evening and all that stuff, but peace out.